All right, hey, this is Mike.
This is Sean.
And this is John.
And we are 3/4 of Mantra.
And you are listening to Local Outbreak.
IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt from IPM Nation, and we are here where we are not usually for this week's episode. It's I said when I got here, it's kind of like time traveling, and I'm sitting here with the guys from Mantra. So Mike Laughlin, who is actually also the original host of Local Outbreak, and Sean Ouellette. That is correct. Ouellette. Okay. I don't hear you in your mic. Is it because
it was probably too far away?
Oh, that's why. Okay. Thought your mic went dead. And John Bonfontaine, is that how you say your last name? Bellefontaine. I should know that by now because you've been on the show a few times with. Do you still do your other project?
Oh, yeah.
Good. We got to have you back on to talk about that too.
Let's do it next week.
That's some cool stuff. Can't do it next week, but maybe the week after.
Maybe.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. We will. We'll schedule that. And you guys are, and of course, we're missing one member here tonight.
Timmy Scrimmy.
Yes, one infamous, notorious member. Yeah.
Where is he tonight? Would he have something else to do?
Thursday, I'm guessing he's probably running things down at the Shaskeen.
Right. That's true. So you guys are doing. What is this? A reunion? Is it one show? What are you guys doing with Mantra?
I mean, we can have that could be a bigger conversation, but the initial catalyst for this is there's a show going on April 10th.
Yeah.
At Giuseppe's in Meredith, New Hampshire. They're having a music memorial to raise money for a musical scholarship for high school kids to go to school.
Cool.
And they have it every year, and it's music from noon until about 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It goes sometimes on to midnight. And the owner, Julie, asked me if I wanted to play, and I was like, yeah, I'll play, but I wanted to do something interesting.
Right.
And I just had a conversation the day before with someone saying they really wanted to hear Mantra again.
Oh.
I was like, well, we'll see what happens with that. But
yeah.
Once Julie asked me to play, I was like, okay, let's see. I'll shoot this idea out to the guys.
Yeah.
And sent them a message, and thankfully they all said yes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I mean, I'd like to hear Sean talk about this a little bit because he has his own ideas on this too. But
yeah,
we do have an acoustic show we're doing for this show, but
okay,
we'll see what happens in the future. But
my mindset is I'd like, I myself personally would like to get to a point where it's not so much about a reunion or this or that, or, I just would like to do some shows here and there. So hopefully, if the stars align and, schedules dictate the fact that we can do it, hopefully, we can hold out for some stuff that's worthy of doing.
Yeah.
And we'll just kind of hopefully attack things on an individual basis.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's more to me at this point about, I think, what we did, then was pretty quality stuff for the time. And I think most of it holds up.
Yeah. I was bummed when you guys stopped.
So it's just a point of, if nothing else, it's a way to maybe, just remind people of those songs and keep them alive.
Yeah.
If for no other reason.
Yeah. No, it's great stuff. What's your take on it, John?
On this show?
Yeah, or any of it.
Yeah, I mean, we did we did a show a few years back at the Heat, and it was kind of just a thrown together, let's just get on stage and play.
Rehearsal.
Yeah.
Not even our instruments.
And it was totally awesome. We had a great night, and it sounded awesome. But as far as this goes, I really like the acoustic stripped-down versions of the songs. I think that we... I don't even know why we started doing that. It was for a show.
I'll tell you exactly what it was.
Yeah,
it was. We were on the bill.
It's been so long.
We were on the bill with 3 other death metal bands.
That's right.
At Millie's in Manchester.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember saying, screw this. We're not going to fit in it all anyway.
Yeah,
Right,
they're
right.
gonna
Let's
hate
go
us,
the
so
exact
let's go,
opposite of it. And we got...
That's cool.
Yeah, we got a girl, Marie, who played violin.
Marie
She came in.
Kettering.
Yeah, and we rehearsed for like
Vicky Shiv.
6 weeks or so.
Yeah, we did. And the thing was, almost it lit a fire under our ass because we had been, up to that point, me and Mike had been playing together for a while, and Tim had kind of come into the fold begrudgingly initially.
Me too.
and yeah, we had to drag John in, and then really, even though we were doing gigs probably sooner than we should have, we were still playing catch up with John and Tim.
Yeah,
because there was a wealth of material that had not been attacked before.
Right.
Although we were bringing back, a couple of the Something songs and some older mantra stuff from the era when they were a three-piece with Gary Mayhew. Me and Mike had been working on songs for almost a year.
Yeah.
And demoing them out and so on. And so we got together and just kind of, for the first 6 to 8 months, it was just trying to get everybody caught up.
Yeah.
To where things could be at, to the point where we would play shows and you have a 40-minute set list and it got difficult. We had so much stuff we wanted to play, and
it's a good problem to have.
All the great stuff into 40 minutes.
Yeah, we're definitely just warming up at that point.
We're hard to stop at 35.
Our strength is in the hour and 20-minute set. We're a band that can jam and go on. I mean, there's no guitar player like John Belfontaine. I mean, I'm not saying that to even just be a braggart about. It's one of those weird things. In a band, I was like, pretty good. Sean Ouellette's a pretty damn good drummer.
Right.
And then I looked to my right, and that guy can play flipping guitar.
Right, right.
And it was just exciting to have, because I've always, it's still in my brain. When I was in Something, it was the first band I was ever in with John.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was one of those things where that's the sound of guitar I hear in my head.
Right.
When I hear music. And it was always, even when I was playing with Sean, when we started writing the songs, I'm not a lead guitar player by any stretch of the imagination. I write songs.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the guy who I was always like, I need this guitar back in the band. So I had some guitar lines written when I was with Sean for lead stuff.
Yeah.
And then it would sometimes contrast when John would come back in, because I wanted John to have that, do what he does, because I don't even know how to describe what he does on guitar.
Yeah.
And so the songs, we had to kind of get, like as Sean said, we had to get used to playing some of these songs with a band, whereas before it was just me and Sean in the studio.
Because a lot of the stuff didn't sound like the demos when the four of us played it together. It took on its own thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, after we got through that, and the whole idea of doing an acoustic show came up, it's not like with the kind of music that we played, a lot of the stuff didn't necessarily lend itself to acoustic performances. But it was, I'd say, within the first 2 nights that we decided we were going to do this, the arrangements for all the songs were pretty much established.
Yeah.
And I recorded all of it. I had a 16-track studio in the room at the time, and just would let tape roll.
Yeah.
So kids at home, hit Sean up if you want that stuff.
To catch whatever was going to happen, because you never knew it was going to happen.
Right.
And sometimes it was magic.
Yeah.
So I would always leave tape rolling, and most of the stuff that I ended up using later for the internet or CDs we gave out at shows was probably from those first 3 rehearsals.
Yeah.
Wow. And the songs just instinctively changed vibe, and we became, in essence, another band.
Yeah.
And it allowed each of us to shine in completely different ways.
Yeah.
It definitely, even though we were quieter, John was way more to the
personality-wise, it was different. Yeah.
To the forefront of what we were doing with that stuff, and having Marie Kettenring playing violin with us opened up other possibilities as well, and everything kind of took on this dotted feel.
Right.
It either turned into a shuffle or a swing, or in the
jazzy,
case of Don't Mess with Texas, it turned into a reggae song.
Yeah.
So that was cool to kind of get away from that, and we ended up getting a few shows out of that, 6 weeks of rehearsal, which was cool. And one of them was at Henniker College?
With Matt, you put us on a show at Henniker. It was some New Hampshire College. Hesser College in Manchester.
Wow, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Which was weird because
the cafeteria or something.
With some fluorescent lights blaring, it was moody.
Nothing like
they
rock and roll in your
the lights
fluorescent.
off, and then they're like, "Nah, we don't want to mess up lunch.
Right.
Just leave the lights on."
Yeah. Well, let's take a break and play something. You guys have some. What are we hearing tonight? Is this? I mean, are these older recordings or is this recent?
Oh yeah. This is
gonna be old acoustic recordings
from the archive.
This is all older stuff, and I figured, seeing as how most of this is going to be promotion for the acoustic show, we'd start off with something not acoustic.
Okay. All right.
Which was recorded right in the room behind you. Probably 8 years ago?
2000 something.
Yep, that was the last. It was the last
9 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
I would say it was the first and last song that we ever, as a fully band, I think, completely wrote together and finished recording together.
Yeah.
It was like we were a band of many different,
and it came
things,
together in like 3 days.
Yeah. So.
For us to have anything recorded finished is like a big thing.
Yeah.
We're all
We
ADD.
have thousands of things that are not there.
It's a song called "Can't Stay Here."
This is for Jonas. He loves this song. So.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Yeah, Jonas.
All right. Can't Stay Here from Mantra here on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt from IPM Nation. And we're sitting here with three of the guys from Mantra. We have John, Sean, and Mike. And Scrimmy is, as we were saying earlier, probably busy at work with his books Thursday nights. Does he book weekends there too at the Shasky?
I thought Saturdays, maybe.
Saturdays,
I think he books certain shows, but Thursdays are totally his, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Let's call him.
Yeah,
keeping local music alive.
Call in.
Yeah, he's booked a lot of great bands there. So what about what you guys are doing individually? I mean, John, you've been on the show a couple times with your solo project.
I've been doing the Outlet.
Oh,
stuff
the Outlet,
pretty
yes.
Good.
Is it the Outlet or just Outlet?
It's just Outlet.
It's just Outlet, yeah.
But right now, I'm going to be playing like Stone Church on April 2nd.
Okay.
I'm opening up for a band Wobble Sauce. Should be a pretty good, awesome night.
Yeah.
It'll be. I haven't been too active playing out.
Really? Yeah.
This will be my first show, probably like 4 months.
Really?
And I do little things here and there for folks that are really diehard about getting me to play. But
you kind of hibernate for the winter a little bit.
I've been trying to focus on finishing a record.
Cool.
And it's turned into 3 records, and none of it's.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say the least.
Yeah.
But, it's a process. It takes a while.
Yeah.
To get things right and to be happy with it. So. Eventually, I'll say save, and that's it. I'm not going to touch it again. I'm happy enough.
This will be for you. How many
this
have
will
you
be
done?
The fourth.
This will be the fourth. This outlet,
full length.
Yeah,
and it might be a triple album if I like everything.
Cool.
George Harrison, maybe.
But it'll always be on my website for free. You can download it.
Yeah. What's the site?
Right now, I got SoundCloud that I've just been putting up my releases in between. I've been putting out singles here and there.
Cool. Okay.
But I haven't really been too active.
Yeah.
As far as that goes.
And that's obviously very different from Mantra. That's a
it's
very different side of your musical personality. Yeah. Is it still just you, or do you collaborate with anybody?
It's still
all
me.
you.
Yeah. We've got a couple of people like out west that I've been working with. A rapper in Boston.
Yeah.
I've been kind of piecemealing him some stuff for his record.
Yeah. And cool.
Doing that kind of thing.
Yeah. No, that's great. Good.
I'm
good.
having fun.
What about you, Sean? I don't think you and I have talked in years.
No, it's been a while.
I have no idea what you've been doing.
I don't have. We did a Glorious Noise interview over in Franklin. That's right. Yeah, and after that, not a whole lot. When that kind of fell apart, I had a lot of stuff going on, and it's been a crazy couple of years for me. Period. But about a year ago, I'd say, an old friend of mine, Mark Webster, had got a hold of me and asked me to check out some stuff that he was working on, and wondering, if I was looking to do anything. And I hadn't done anything in probably 2 years.
Really?
So I was definitely itching to do something, and he sent me some stuff, and I dug it. It was obviously a little bit more aggressive than what we do in Mantra. I'd say it's got a little bit more of a metal vibe, a little bit of almost, there's elements of Tool, like a lot of things from here.
Right.
But there's a lot of like old school Metallica vibe to it, and a lot of like old school like metal, like Armored Saint, like stuff like that going on in it. And I was like, yeah, it'd be nice to do something like that. And started playing with him probably a couple months after that. I think we started playing in June. And we've just been slowly working on stuff, building it up, and trying to fill out the band. We're still looking for a singer.
Yeah.
If there's anyone interested, they can get a hold of me on Facebook. But yeah, I mean, we're just doing it slow at this point. I'm getting a bit older, so there's not as much urgency. It's more about getting together and being creative, and hopefully coming up with something that will be worth getting out to some people.
Is that what brought you back to this room? Being in this room?
In fact.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
The famous hallowed halls.
Yeah. No, it's wild being back in here.
Studio B.
Yeah.
And I tell you our name, but we're still working on that. It's I'd say it's 50% of the fun of getting together with these guys is just trying to come up with a name.
Yeah.
I feel like that scene and what was that VH1 show a few years back with Sebastian Bach and Ted Nugent and Scotty and
the
whole Savage Animal business.
Fist.
Yeah.
That was that.
Yeah, I'm in two bands without names right
now.
Yeah,
we have 50% of the fun we have is coming up with the most ridiculous band names we can possibly think of.
Democracy was what they ended up going with.
That is what they ended up with.
Yeah, that's
what was that show called?
And then they went on to do...
I can't remember the name of the show, but I remember that.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess Nugent wouldn't go forward.
Would not commit.
Yeah.
He had animals to kill.
Yeah. So what about you, Mike? I mean, we've obviously talked recently. You've been on with
I'm still doing
the New Prophets.
New Prophets with Ryan LeMay.
Yeah.
We're playing at a restaurant or bar near you.
Yeah.
An acoustic thing duo. It's it's fun. It's just playing the cover stuff, and it is what it is, and it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
You
work some solo stuff in there too, right? I mean,
once in a while.
Once in a
while. I mean, it's unfortunately I know the demographic of what it is.
Right.
If you want to see that, you can go see him at Giuseppe's on Sundays.
Yeah.
You're bound to hear something there.
There's occasionally I'll
Don't
do
miss it, ladies and gentlemen.
I know it's commerce, not art.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it has to be. It can be enjoyable at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's just like I know what it is. It's weird sometimes not playing because I never picked up a guitar to learn to play other people's songs.
Right.
Initially, I've always played my own songs, and I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, sometimes I'll sneak one in if it's the right mood, the right place, and then they won't notice.
Mike is not lying. He has a lot of songs.
Oh yeah.
So,
there you go, John. We can make that triple album.
There we go. We can let's get to it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what's going on. It's like, it's. Listen to these guys talk, and I have you here as well, and I talked about this off the air as well. It's a weird thing to kind of reunite with these guys because I'm still thinking when I come here and this room and all the flashbacks. And all that.
This is taking me right back. It's been years.
Yeah. We haven't even rehearsed yet.
Are we going to rehearse for this show?
We'll see.
It's a weird thing because
I have a prospective weekend, but I don't know.
Yeah, I do too.
We're talking about music and being in bands, and I do feel that Mantra was a significant band. Like whether it wasn't the most popular band in the area, but people knew who we were, and I think we were pretty respected amongst everybody.
Oh yeah, I
and
agree.
It was a thing though that I feel like that there was a level of. There was another bunch of bands around here. East is East was our friends, and really quality band. I don't know where that's gone, and I don't know where the 21 to 25-year-olds are making music. I don't know anymore, and again, I don't. Is there an urgency for this? I don't understand anymore.
John, can you fill them in on where they are?
Yeah, I got an idea.
Is this some code? I don't know.
No,
they're on their laptops, on GarageBand or whatever,
they're pushing buttons.
Right.
It's
but
just
that's okay. It's an art form in itself, but it's the
But
rock.
that's the new rock star.
Yeah, where's the rock star bands now?
But I wonder too how much of that is if you go to other scenes, if you get out of New Hampshire.
New Hampshire is definitely the reason that this is not happening.
Well, the thing is, because a lot of
scene,
because people leave, people graduate and they take off, and there's definitely a youth drain.
We dropped
Is
out.
it anywhere though?
State.
Is it anywhere? Because look at the pop charts. You don't have rock bands.
It's a sad state of affairs if your last rock star was Kid Rock.
Ooh, yeah, that is pretty sad.
But really, I hate to say it.
And he endorsed Mitt Romney, so he's not even a real
biggest rock star is Adam Levine, who's a host of a singing show.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
all the reality stars are taking our jobs.
That's all it is now. It's Mickey Mouse people. And
one's going for the president right now.
I honestly think the death of that started in, I'm going to say probably within years of the death of Cobain.
Yeah.
I think the dysfunction of Guns N' Roses and the death of Cobain, almost made record companies think, like, do we really want to try to invest in these long-term careers that are just going to blow up? Which the answer is they should say yes, because they make more money off posthumous stuff than anything else.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't get it. They did it to themselves.
Right.
It's the industry's choice to do this. I think people do want more.
Yeah.
I think
we are forgetting about the Queens of the Stone Age here, though. They're still pretty epic.
Queens of the Stone Age, anything Dave Grohl touches. I mean, that's great, but
that's all guys in their 40s.
But it's
right. Yeah,
we're the 24-year-olds. You know, making noise, making the up. You know, that's the point. It's like a weird post 9/11. One of the most popular groups in America was the Dixie Chicks, a country band, and they made a stance during a political time.
Right.
And they lost all their business. So all the kind of people who stood up to something, when you think of rock and roll, you think of swagger, and you think of someone who's got balls,
right?
And any kind of like way of like standing up for something, that's dead. And that's what I mean by that. That kind of attitude of Oasis or Nirvana and saying, let's bring it, come on, let's take it, we're taking this on.
And if the problem is, if you hear anything big and anthemic now, I hate to say it, almost comes off like the darkness. Like, is this for real?
Yeah.
Is this for real, or like, is this a joke?
Yeah.
I mean, I just listening to the Struts album the other day because I'm on the old iMusic and I try to like pay attention to what's going on, and I heard, sounds like something I might dig. And songwriting wise, it was there. I mean, you can hear the doctors at work.
Yeah.
But it sounded like 70s glam rock recycled through like the Katy Perry factory.
Yeah.
It was way too shiny, and it's like at heart of it, it's like, man, if they stripped half this
everything
post-production
all the
sheen
same
off of it, if it sounded a little less like a Pepsi commercial.
Everything sounds like that now. It's frustrating to me. I don't like the way guitars sound now on the radio. For the past at least like 10 or 15 years, it's like really compressed and kind of washed out sounding, and you know what I mean? I hate it.
Part of it's the
it doesn't
digital.
drown out everything else like it should.
Part of it's the digital. Yeah, vocals have become the forefront, and everything else gets pushed to the back.
But even vocals have that.
Although, I mean,
whatever the Kanye West thing I call it, I don't even know what it is anymore.
I've been very frustrated for a while, and I had
auto-tune.
actually stumbled on to two things that I actually have been enjoying. One is the new Iggy Pop album.
Oh, really?
With Josh Homme.
Yeah.
There's a young man.
Depression.
Yeah.
A really, really great sounding album.
Yeah.
And the other, as far as newer bands, and I guess they're not really new anymore, but I found out about them like this year, is the Rival Sons.
Yeah.
That really has this, I would say it's a comparable to a Black Keys, White Stripes kind of vibe, but more in the spirit of a Led Zeppelin, Bad Co. A lot of heavy soul element with a lot of really electric riffs.
You're pushing the Alabama Shakes too last year.
The Alabama Shakes are great.
Yeah.
Brittany Howard's the chick.
It's funny. I was just thinking a band that broke. Well, it's probably been about 5 years now. But I was thinking about Fitz and the Tantrums. Mm-hmm. But then it occurs to me that guy.
A while ago.
That guy was already 40 when they got
that old.
So, when they finally broke. So even they aren't young.
But that is a cool band. I do like they're
them,
fresh in a certain way that has a different. It's just, again, the whole thing is I think music is important to us.
Yeah,
it really is. It's an important thing, and the people I know who care about it. It sounds like, I know that sometimes the high horse thing comes out, but like there's a kind
of old
soapbox thing. But there's a legitimate like care about it, and that's the whole. This matters to me. Why is it not mattering? Song of Ascension, the first song I ever wrote. That was what it was about.
It's more than ringtones. Now it's more about selling ringtones.
It's 30 seconds. If you hit that 30-second mark on your iTunes, it has to hit that. And some songs you would never have a Doors.
Right.
Those bands wouldn't exist because you have to wait a while to get that. You know?
That's true. Or Zeppelin.
Instant gratification.
Yeah.
Well, and there's just too much. There's too much emphasis on pushing whatever, and I guess there always has been. I mean, whatever the fresh sound is at the moment, but there's not, to me, as much emphasis on actual songwriting.
Right.
I mean, even the biggest songs that are out there. I mean, if you really strip them apart, you're like, is there even a difference between the verse and the chorus half the time?
Yeah.
It's just one line over and over. And again, I hate to sound like the old man, but it's like,
get off my lawn.
Again, we deserve better.
No, we do.
We're very analytical nowadays, and a lot of music is formative.
Right.
They have a formula that they can continue to draw from that works. So,
that
was
makes
verse,
money.
chorus, verse, bridge, there's a certain way that songs are crafted nowadays.
Yeah.
And they're starting to sound so much alike, you can't even really tell the difference. And people are just kind of jacking different parts from different songs almost, and you hear it and go, oh, that sounds like it could go with this. Or,
right.
Then you have somebody like Girl Talk who comes out, and their whole record is 9,000 samples that they created into making a song and using like music theory to use other people's notes. To put it all together, and
which is interesting.
So you start hearing music in that way. You're like, oh yeah, this could totally go with that, and this could go with that. And I think that people with their laptops and the way that they can cut and paste things together, because mashups became a really big thing a couple of years back, and I think it's starting to fade more now because everyone just mashed everything together and was like, okay, we're done.
Right.
Every song's been put to every other one.
Nothing left to mash.
Nothing anymore.
Boy,
and I think that same thing happened with me and the guitar 2 years ago. And that's why I really wanted to focus more on making electric music and producing that stuff, was that, I can only play this guitar so differently, and I can only take it so far. And I think I've touched every effects pedal, and I've tweaked
he has
knob and all that stuff. And I think people have, because there's a lot of people that I know that make any kind of music, and they're multi-talented on every instrument, and it's really amazing to see. And I think what got him there was the boredom from each instrument. Like, okay, I got really good at this one. What can I do now?
Makes sense.
And then it became, okay, now I can just conduct music.
Well, and becoming self-sufficient is beyond appealing.
Yeah.
When you can do when you can put out a quality product all by yourself.
Right.
That's
true. That's true. Well, let's hear another track. What do
I
you
think
guys...
that after this discussion, we should just play All Been Done.
Yeah. That's where this was all headed.
Well, that's where I was going with it. Tried to be organic.
Yes.
Nice segue.
Mike had to ruin it. All right.
Again.
So that's what we're. Just to be clear, that's what we're playing now. All Been Done.
Actually, no, it's not. Yes, All Been Done.
All right. All Been Done from Mantra here on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
IPMNation.com. IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt from IPM Nation. We're here with the guys from Mantra. 3/4 of the guys from Mantra. One of them needs a ride.
Well, if we put all of our beards
and some fried chicken,
if we put all of our beards together, we could equal Timmy's as well.
There you go. He does have quite the beard.
We're gonna start a Go Drive Me campaign.
That's great. That's a great idea.
Go Drive
first.
Me.
Yeah.
It's like Uber, but it's different. You don't pay them. There's no gas money.
That legitimately could work.
All right. Well, hopefully we can. Let's broker this deal.
I can actually imagine the GoDriveMe.com. I'll have to register that before someone hears this interview.
Here we go.
I mean, you should register that before someone
wants 2.5%.
Yes. So for the future, so you guys are. I mean, the plan is. I mean, you're going to do this show, and then are you going to maybe do some more with Mantra?
Probably end up crying and hugging and.
We have a very tumultuous relationship. As anything, I think the plan is that there's no set plan.
Yeah.
The plan is to keep it open-ended.
But yes, but there's a kind of thing where there's no we're not getting back together with the boys and going out for I think
no 3 practices a week.
Yeah.
I think the whole concept of the concept and the whole drama.
You're cutting in and out, Sean.
Oh, I am. How about now?
There we go. Thank you.
The whole concept of and the drama of we're breaking up or getting back together. I'm like, I really want to forgo all that.
Yeah.
Really, and like I said,
if kind of led to
if a situation presents itself that is
worthwhile,
that we're psyched about,
yeah.
And hopefully in the future we can be more prepared to do something cooler.
Yeah.
I'd rather get on the train of let's do less shows,
right,
and make them cooler shows.
Make them count. Yeah.
Yeah, because we can bring it. That's no problem.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to hear some
get
new
in a room together. We know where we're at musically.
Right.
At this point, new music isn't really the focus. It's more about getting back out there and just we have so much to draw from. We can play 3 entirely different shows.
Yeah.
But who knows down the road what could happen? I mean.
Yeah.
And it is like riding.
We are creative
folks.
folks.
What have we been doing this?
When we get in a room together, that's
like riding a bus.
Yeah.
When we get in a room together, that's kind of when. I mean, we're a band that the personalities in this band and the kind of the differences in styles have always been kind of our biggest. It can be both our biggest
it's raining
weapon
outside
and our positive side of it in some ways.
Blessing or curse.
Snowing. How my amp sounds that night. It's always different.
but there's a level of free form that we can come in at any moment and come out with them. It could be a night of disasters, but you could come out one night of magic, absolute magic, and that's what I always pushed us forward. There's a level of there could be greatness, and that's what always made it worth it.
Yeah. Have you guys had nights of disasters?
It was
oh God!
I got all the amps to show for that.
Really?
Mike's going away party. Mike's going away party was probably we had to use 2 venues in one night, if that's anything. And then in the last venue, John's amp blew up. The one he just bought.
Wait, what? I don't know this story. I wasn't there.
Right,
the tsunami of events that happened on my going away party.
Really?
So, yeah.
I don't know about any of this.
I came on your show and did a show by myself.
Right.
To say goodbye. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then we went to the Gunstock Inn in Guildford, and we were supposed to play a goodbye show there with a bunch of people, and it was actually I was going to play with
something and
Mantra.
So we were
and
doing,
Glorious Noise.
Yeah, we were doing double reunion night.
Yep, and East is
somebody
East.
booked there was a triathlon going on.
Yep, something like that. Ironman competition.
All, really upset that they had to get up at 4 a.m. and it was 7:30, and we were playing music, and they were all So they're like, we're really sorry. We know everybody showed up, and it was a packed house. I mean, everybody showed up.
Yeah,
and more were coming.
And it was sounding pretty good initially.
It really was we got through the something set. And then that was it. They shut us down.
Really?
And we drove here to Guildford, where we're sitting right now, and we set up, and everybody from that show followed us down here. And
there
this
you
place
go.
Filled right up. And it was a regular Guildford party.
And guitars were out of tune.
And it was a disaster.
Working.
Well, things were a little tweaky because we hadn't stepped in this room for I don't know what, 3 years or something at that
something
point.
like that, and it was not in the shape.
And that was the reason we did the reunion to begin with, was let's leave this whole mess in a better light than we did, because the music's better than we were to each other.
Right.
So
yeah,
things kind of, let's do it differently. Let's make it a better situation or have a better outcome. So
yeah,
and it did. I mean, we definitely, all that crap that happened that night, we still didn't kill each other.
Yeah,
so we're like,
some near moments.
Some near moments. And unfortunately, the best part of that whole thing was we had actually rehearsed.
We really did, yeah.
No
and we had a stellar rehearsal. I mean, it was like wow, okay, let's do this.
Yeah,
and then there you go.
Wow,
that happened.
Well, you made it work.
We did have a couple good songs that night, though. I remember I put the thing behind my head and everything. It was
wow,
good old days.
It was definitely we were feeling good.
Yeah. So was that the last time you guys played together as Mantra?
No,
we played at Heat one time.
Oh, right.
2 years ago.
It was the night Heat closed down.
Yeah. When she closed the bar.
Oh,
that was a great show.
That was fun.
Yeah,
because it was literally less than 24 hours notice. We're gonna go do it.
Wow. No kidding.
And everyone
I don't even think anybody there knew
we were doing it. No, there was not. We contacted each other and said, let's go do this. I'm not sure who contacted me. Maybe Jonas of East or someone said, hey, do you guys want to come and do this show?
Wow.
And because we actually did it without John one time.
Jonas was really bumming that we broke up.
That was the last show we did.
Yeah.
About a year ago.
It's a year ago, maybe you're at the Shasky without John, which is weird because Jonas was moving. Jonas moved to Florida from East is East, and we had him come and play. He loved certain songs of ours.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know what? You can come in and play the solo for, I think it was On My Arm and Can't Stay Here.
Oh, okay.
And he came up and did those. It wasn't the same band. It's not the same band without John.
As a three-piece, it's a whole different animal. And again, we had not rehearsed for that show, and it certainly didn't go as well as the Heat show. But,
it was what it was. It was fun, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, we were talking the other day, and my wife was like, "Oh, so you're doing this show?" I said, "Yeah, I got to do backup vocals, otherwise it's gonna sound like crap." Yeah, I got to get my nanas on.
Yeah,
never had that.
And that's actually what I'm most excited about. I'm like, I get to go do some backup vocals.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's play another song. What do you guys want to play?
Well, speaking of na-na-nas, that leads right into...
See, I did it vegan organic.
The song that
totally did, yeah.
The song that probably started the whole second wave of Mantra, which was Mike coming to me with the song Crawling, and it was probably the first song we demoed out.
Yeah, and it was kind of why I said yes when I heard you wanted us to get back in and do this.
It's
that song, and it was
a mega song. I have no problem saying it. It's a good song. Yeah, and with everyone attached to it, it's like it's still one of, I think, the best songs I've ever written.
Yeah,
and this is a version of it from.
It's a live one.
Yeah, it's a live acoustic version of it from our performance at New Hampton School way back, and features violin from Marie Kettering.
Okay, excellent. What is she doing now? Is she? Do you know? If
she does something with Timmy. I think they're still friends. I don't know.
She's a member of the Bingo
definitely.
Wing.
She's definitely still doing her thing.
Yeah,
she's
good.
In Boston, so she tends to get involved with a lot of stuff.
Good, good.
Timmy, the Screaming in the Bingo Wings. I think she says part of that.
Oh, okay.
It's a great name.
Timmy's got a million projects.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He's a busy man. All right, so this is Crawling from Mantra here on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
This next one's called Crawling. You can find it on our little MySpace page, Mantra 2007. Feels like such an ad pitch, man. I hate that.
As you walk IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt from IPM Nation. We were just having quite the conversation there during the break. So tell us again about the big show coming up, the big reunion show.
Yeah, April 10th.
Sunday night. Yep.
Giuseppe's in Meredith.
It's Sunday all day. So if you want to go,
day, yeah.
There's local bands around. People, if you know the Lakes Region music scene at all from the area, Paul Warnick is playing with his band every year. Michael Bourgeois, who basically who owns Giuseppe's. He's a fantastic guitar player.
Yes, I've seen him live long time ago.
He plays with some other people.
Yeah.
My friend Olivia Abu is going to sing. Jen Carnan's going to sing.
Some na-na-nas.
Yeah, I know. Anyone who wants to show up and do some na-na-nas, please do. It's just a day of music that you'll recognize most people if you go out around here and see musicians. So
I think we're going on sometime around
10. We're the headline act.
Very nice.
So
we haven't played a show in several years.
That's the power of the name.
The best slot. That's good.
That is good. Good for you guys. Is there any place online people can? I mean, like your music? Is it online anywhere?
We do have a SoundCloud that I started years ago.
Oh, yeah, I think that's still up.
What is that YouTube channel you have there, John?
Things going on. Nothing recently been posted, but there's a lot of archive stuff.
Okay.
Because between Sean, Mike, myself, I think we have 1 million CDs.
Yeah, I have more stuff. I have more stuff that could come up at any time.
Filter out things and try to find stuff that sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is we're almost over inundated with stuff to look through.
Yeah.
It's like, which one of these 20 versions should we go with from each one of these nights?
Yeah. Well, like I said before, not a bad problem to have.
But yeah, I'd say SoundCloud is probably the best bet. There is
it's like SoundCloud
Facebook page.
Mantra, New Hampshire.
There might be some links off of that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There might be some videos or something up there on the Mantra fan page.
Cool.
And we encourage anybody that comes out to see us on the 10th.
Get familiar with it.
And check out by all means, feel free to take any video. We'll gladly use anything you send us.
Yeah. Cool. Well, guys, this has been great. Thank you so much. And I'm a fan, so I hope you guys continue in some way. But
I always knew you were a smart man.
Yes, absolutely. And what do you want to play to wrap up the show tonight?
We'll play "Don't Mess with Texas." I think that
this is one of my favorites.
Yeah. And this version's a little different than probably what you're used to.
Okay.
We kind of flipped it into more of a reggae,
bossa nova reggae.
Yeah, it's different.
It was fun.
It just kind of happened. To go that way.
All right.
Instantly, like the first couple times we played it, had a little bit of a police vibe, which I totally dug.
Yeah.
You can hear it kind of trail off in that direction, which is cool.
Okay. All right, so we'll finish with that, guys. Thank you again so much.
Thank you, Matt.
Absolutely. And this is Don't Mess with Texas from Mantra here on Local Outbreak.
This next song is this one's for everyone's favorite fella. This one's for GW. This is called Don't Mess with Texas. a gun? Is there any doubt who's number one? So spare the child, spoil the rod. I won't stay the course, but I'm jumping off now. Said enough, you got too far. I wanna watch you burn. Oh, song that song. I'm not gonna march, not gonna hover. Don't mess with Texas. Don't drop the bomb. I'm thinking that it's time we pull the alarm. Beg, beg for mercy. Down on your knees. I wanna hear the masters begging. Please, 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 please. Now, said enough. You gone too far. I wanna watch you burn. Oh, oh. Song that song. I'm not gonna march, not gonna hover. Oh, 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 oh.
IPMNation.com.